What is going on? Pat and Vante back today with another video, and today I am declaring war on stubborn fat. Now, you know what that is. For men, it's typically in the lower abs, the love handles, the low back. For women, it's in the thighs, the hips. It's the fat that typically comes off last and is very difficult to burn. You know, you've gotten shredded everywhere and you're still having these couple sticking points and you can't crack that code. Well, today, we're gonna crack it for you. To understand, why that is, you gotta understand a couple things, right? So fat cells are either beta-2 receptors or alpha-2 receptors. Beta-2 receptors are very easy to burn fat cells, fat that's readily available for quick energy. The alpha-2 receptors are like the backup tank. The fat it's being told to hold on to for only emergency uses, really. And obviously the stubborn fat has much more dominant alpha-2 receptors, and that's what makes it stubborn. So in order to burn the stubborn fat, you have to overcome the alpha-2 receptor. Now, the basic way that all fat is burned, essentially, is that the body sends a signal that it needs energy. The body breaks down triglycerides into free fatty acids, which then get put into the bloodstream and flow away from the fat tissue. They end up ultimately in the organ or muscle that requires the energy, enters the mitochondria, burnt off, and that is how fat is oxidized, essentially. Exercise accomplishes all of that. Now, you want to tap into the alpha-2 receptor fat. And the way to do that is through supplementation. Or the way to help it, I should say, is through supplementation. There are two supplements combined together that will help you accomplish that. The first one is a supplement called yohimbine. And you want the yohimbine HCl. You want to check the label, make sure it says yohimbine HCl, not the bark extract. The HCl is like a pure version. It's like the isolate of the bark extract. It's the part that actually functions, that you want, that you need. And I'll link in the description below the two supplements that I use, and they're relatively cheap. Yohimbine is an alpha-2 receptor antagonist, which means it inhibits the action of the alpha-2 receptor, so it makes that fat more available and makes it so that it can be burnt off and used for energy. It also increases blood flow to the fat adipose tissue. So right there, it's accomplishing two of the things that need to happen. The third action is taken care of by a supplement called acetyl L-carnitine. It's referred to as Alcar, A-L-C-A-R. Basically, what this does is this makes it so that it's easier transported into the mitochondria. Think of like a lock with a key. As the lock gets older, the key, it's a little stiff putting it in. But if you spray a little WD-40 in the lock, the key slides in nice and smooth. Well, that's what the Alcar will do. So the combination of these two work really well together to burn that stubborn fat. As far as dosing goes, the yohimbine is dosed at 0.2 grams per kilogram of body weight, not pound. So me, I'm about 190 pounds, which is about 86 kilograms. So that would mean my dosage would be about 17 grams of yohimbine. These come in 5-gram tablets, so I could either use 15 or I might up it to 20 after a little while. As far as the acetyl L-carnitine, these are 1 for 1. So if you're taking 3 yohimbine pills, you take 3 of these. It's very simple. I would take the full dose 30 minutes before your cardio. Fasted cardio is going to work much better. Now, granted, I understand not everyone can do fasted cardio just based on normal life schedules. In those instances, I would still say take it about 30 minutes before your cardio. And I would try to have that last meal like 3 hours before you attempt to have your cardio session in. And, if you could have a low-carb meal, that's only going to help it even more. But there's definitely an advantage to doing this first thing in the morning, fasted cardio. So I wanted to come on, tell you about those two supplements, give you a tool to actually burn that stubborn body fat because it works. It worked for me and it works. And what's nice too is the first time you burn through that stubborn body fat, even if you put it back on, it's always easier to get it back off for whatever reason. So again, wanted to come on, give you those tips. Please subscribe, leave a comment below, like the video, and like I said, I will link these supplements down in the description below. And till next time, that's pretty much it. Pat Infante signing out.